In light of everything that is happening in the world, I feel strongly that I need to speak up and not remain silent. First, I want to express my deepest condolences to George Floyd, his family and friends, the Black community, and every person that has been treated with injustice because of their skin color. I know there are a lot of people out there that are probably more informed or educated or more well-spoken than I am, but as a person of color who stands for equality, I want to do my part as best as I can. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world that promotes racism, inequality, and a world that takes away lives because of their ethnicity and the color of their skin. If you're in the same boat as me and you believe in equality, justice, and literally just humanity, then please consider clicking the link below to do your part and contribute as much as you can. Even if you have no financial means, you're able to sign petitions or educate yourself more about this topic. And if you do have the means, then feel free to donate to all of the organizations that are helping to fight with this movement. Today I'm going to be educating myself about everything surrounding this topic. If you feel like you also are missing that gap and want to learn more about it, then feel free to keep watching. So there's a really simple video that explains systemic racism. I'll put the link in the description, but it basically explains why some people may not be able to access the same education and employment opportunities as others, and this is especially true in Black communities. So here are some key takeaways. There's something called redlining. So in the US and Canada, redlining is basically denying services to people that live in that specific area. So banks and insurance companies actually use these maps to deny Black people loans and other services based on their race. So here's the video explaining more of that.
Even as late as the 1980s, an investigation into the Atlanta real estate market showed that banks were more willing to lend to low-income white families than to middle or upper-income African-American families. As a result, today, for every $100 of wealth held by a white family, Black families have $5.04.
I know we're all familiar with racial profiling, but it's something that still happens every single day. There's a really touching and inspiring video by Megan Ming Francis, who spoke at a TEDx, and she basically shares her experience and her family's experience with being racially profiled. So here are some of my favorite parts of her speech.
So why does the killing of unarmed Blacks continue to happen? I think it continues to happen because we have the wrong diagnosis and the wrong cure. First, part of the reason the killing of unarmed Blacks continues to happen at an alarming rate is because we haven't properly addressed our long history of racial terror in this country, which has treated Blackness as a proxy for criminality, as a substitute for criminality. The lead TSA agent proceeds to accuse me of bringing a weapon into the airport. When I insisted that I did not bring a weapon into the airport, I had to do what I hate doing, and I used my credentials to get me out of a bad situation. I told him that I was a professor of constitutional law and American politics. Right? Yeah. So, but it shouldn't take a university website profile to be viewed as non-threatening.
There's a couple of different ways people can donate. The two sort of major ways are either donating directly to the family of the victims or donating to bail fund. Both of them kind of have like different effects of what they do, but they work towards the same goal under Black Lives Matter. So when you're donating to the victim's family, you are able to help achieve a lot of the things that we're seeing in terms of getting justice with the George Floyd case. So right now, the latest update with that case is the charge has been updated to second-degree murder. All of those officers have been charged. As well, they were able to get an independent examiner, a medical examiner. So as you know, when someone dies, they usually do an autopsy to see if there was any sort of wrongful conduct. The initial police or like the public autopsy said that, oh, he had like pre-existing health conditions, he had like intoxicants in his system. But like from those of us who clearly watched the video, like this officer's neck, like knee was on this man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah.
There was only one cause of death for Mr. Floyd, and that was the officer's knee on his neck. So by donating to the family, they were actually able to get an independent autopsy.
Right.
Which showed that, yes, he was killed because of asphyxiation, because he couldn't breathe. So right now, based on the sort of strategy that state-level officials are taking, it's opted to arrest protesters and put them in jail. That's the only way they're trying to stop them. So by putting that money towards the Freedom Funds, you're helping these people get out of jail. So it's really important. The donations keep that going. If you can spend like $5 on a Starbucks, and you can put like, if everybody put in $5 to a Freedom Fund donation, or $20 or whatever, like the amount doesn't matter as long as you give something, whatever you have means to give. I know it's a pandemic.
So I know this might be a lot to take in, and this isn't like the usual videos I make, but I think it's really important to bring awareness to these topics, and it also might feel like a lot of these things are out of your control, but that is not true at all. There are a bunch of things, a ton of things that you can do that will make an impact if we all do them together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for participating. Thank you for educating yourself, for signing petitions, for donating, for protesting, to, you know, doing everything we can. Alright, there's only one race in the world, which is the human race, and I'm praying and hoping that it will not fail us.